Let's go, champ.
What's good with it, YouTube? Fight fans all over the world. It's your boy, the realest of the real. Yes, sir, I said it. Real Talk Boxing. It is a privilege, an honor, and a major blessing to be back with you beautiful people yet again. I want to talk about Errol Spence versus Ugas again, all right? But before I do that, if you guys would, please go over to Patrick Typlusion, this young man right here. And let's try to get him up to 700 subscribers. This kid right here is a very, very good friend of mine. We have accepted him into the Brotherhood of Crossover Sparring Camp, and he will be here March the 14th to take on our champion, Trey the Hillbilly Ingram. With that being said, let me read y'all a little something, man. Timothy Bradley says he's got some concerns about the surgically repaired eye of Errol Spence Jr. And he feels that it might not even be the same. Bradley states that once a fighter has eye surgery, his eye is never the same. Spence suffered his eye injury last summer while training for a fight in August with Manny Pacquiao. Although Spence did have surgery to repair the problem, he hasn't fought since, and there are questions about whether he can come back. In IBF WBC welterweight champion Spence's case, he's got a tough fight coming up against WBA champion Yordenis Ugas in April. If his eye still gives him problems, he could lose the fight. If Spence loses to Ugas, the Cuban fighter will surely face the WBO welterweight champion Terrence Bud Crawford for undisputed. That's what I want to see, and that's what I think he's going to do should he beat Spence. Errol Spence and Ugas are on a collision course for March or April. Ugas, of course, beat Manny Pacquiao and retired him. Will he retire Errol Spence as well? I'm going to be completely and utterly honest with you guys, and a lot of you are not going to agree, include my man Heaven Williams. I do not think Errol Spence is going to win this fight. I don't think Errol Spence has been the same since the car accident. And despite what a lot of people say, he did not look the same against Danny Swift Garcia. I believe if Garcia wasn't near as flat-footed as he is, and his punch output was greater than, the outcome possibly could have been different in that fight. His comeback fight after the accident. Now, I don't know anything about having a ruptured or a torn retina, excuse me. But I hear it's pretty bad. And, once you start getting injuries, they're nagging, especially an eye injury. You're boxing. Fighters, opponents are constantly throwing punches to your face. And I see this eye, not only the eye, the fact that he hasn't been the same, in my opinion, since the car accident. Ugas is going to run away. I think Ugas is going to run away with this fight. Excuse me, I got to close something. He relished the opportunity and ran with it against Manny Pacquiao as the late-minute replacement. I think he's going to do the same thing against Errol Spence, who's not the same, man. He's just not the same. And, and when I saw his training footage on YouTube, he just did not look right at all. It didn't look like he was in shape. He looked very, very stagnant, very slow. Even though a lot of times when you see him on a heavy bag or working out, he's not really going balls to the wall or 100%. He's really, really a laid-back kind of dude, real mellow. But I think there's a lot of other things going on in Spence's life that is just, I think he has a drinking problem, to be honest with you, man. I spoke with a really good friend of mine, the boxing scholar, and he thinks the same thing. I think that he still may have a drinking problem. I could be wrong, but whatever the case may be, I think Ugas is going to run away with this fight, man. You know, my gut feelings 9 times out of 10 are wrong. out of 10 gut feelings, my gut feelings probably been right once or twice. But I just don't see Errol Spencer the same fighter. And Ugas is training. Ugas is in shape. Ugas is on a roll. He's on fire, man. And his sole purpose is to become undisputed, as well as Errol Spence. But I just think Errol Spence he's not the same. I do not think he's going to win this fight. But you just never know. I'll be there to watch it should it happen, because we have some significant time in between that. Not much time, but enough time for something to go wrong. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, what do y'all think about it? I know a lot of y'all out there saying, man, you dead wrong. Errol Spence going to beat the brakes off Ugas. I think it's going to be the other way around, but I could be wrong. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. As always, respect all. Fear none. God bless. Until the next time, Real Talk Boxing. I'm up and I'm out of here, baby. Click, click. Bye, ya.